Hello, flute player friends. We're going to be playing the song Rising Rhythm today. Make sure you've clicked on 10.7 assignment in Canvas. When you click on this page, it'll bring you to the sheet music. You'll have this link right here. When you click on it, it'll bring it over, and then you can resize it by hitting Control and scroll or swiping in to drag it to make it big enough to see. So the first thing we need to figure out is making sure we know how to count these rhythms. We have started counting rhythms in band, so let's go ahead and try this. 5, 6, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Rest, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Rest, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Rest. 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That is how the song goes in its entirety. Take a second and count through that on your own to make sure you understand what's going on. Next, what we're going to do is talk about our note names. Do you remember what 3 note names we've been playing the whole time in band so far? You've been playing D, correct? How about this one? E flats. And we call all of these E flats, even though only the first one's marked, because accidentals carry through the measure. This E flat thing is called an accidental. If I haven't said that to you yet, shame on me, but that's what that means. All of those will be E flats, and this one as well. How about this one? What are these called? All 6 of those? Those are called Fs. Good. And then the last note you have in the song is D. Correct. Let's go through and finger those real quick. So first note is a D. Thumb 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pause the video if needed. Measure 3 where the E flats occur. That's going to be just like a D, but drop your pinky. Correct? And then you play those for those 5 notes. And then when you get to the F, how do you play the F? Do you remember? So if this is an E flat, then this would be an F. You're going to drop your index finger in your left hand and raise the middle and ring finger in your right. Okay, and you'll play that for 6 notes, F, 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 and then back to D, the last 2 measures. D, you'll lift that index and throw those down, middle and ring, and raise your pinky up so you don't accidentally get an E flat. And that's for the last 2 measures, those Ds. Articulation style. We just taught you how to articulate on the flute in the previous video. We need to make sure that we're doing that in the future. So when you go to play this, I want you to kind of put it on your shoulder and finger and say, and get that articulation right. Let's try it real quick. Let's do the entire song from beginning to end with flute fingerings. 5, 6, 7. Make sure you're tonguing. Hit the roof of the mouth. Rest. Rest. If you can do that, fantastic. If you cannot do that, stop and coordinate those elements. Maybe just tongue the whole time. Maybe do the fingerings in order. It's not uncommon for people to have to practice this in small chunks. Like maybe you get the first part with the D's right, and then you have to like really think for a second before you put the E flat down. Or maybe the transition between E flats and Fs are hard. You have to practice, y'all. So take your time. Now that you've gotten that and you feel confident with your tonguing and your finger changing, we're now going to play the entire song in its entirety. I'll play this one time and then we'll call it. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, beginning. 2, 3. Make sure you tongue. Notice how I'm using one consistent stream of air between the quarter notes. Some students of mine would go. That is incorrect. Don't do that. Okay? It's got to be a long stream of air. Light tongue coming to the top, so we hear the tongue happening, but we don't have that like extreme separation. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you don't have this down, if this doesn't work for you, and we'll work in office hours or a live session to get it together. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.